Hello, this is a quick video to show you how to get your Trig project data into your calculator um, and then create a Trig equation to fit it. So I'm using a TI-84 Plus. It's a similar process on the other TI graphing calculators. We're going to go to Stat and we're going to Edit. My data is all cleared out. If you had some other junk in there, you can clear the lists easily by going to the top, hitting clear, and then enter. Just go to the top of the other lists, clear, and enter. And you're going to get your X and Y data entered in list 1 and list 2. And it's, again, same thing as we said in the previous video on the Google spreadsheet. You want to make sure you have a good system for your X values. I'm just making stuff up here, but you have to have a consistent system in terms of days and hours or whatever it is you're using. And so I'm again just making up some data. I have X data. We have Y data, and so try and get something that's vaguely sinusoidal here. Okay, so we've got all our X data in column L1. We've got all our Y data in L2. And then we want to see what the graph looks like. First, you can go into Y equals and make sure you've got all the functions cleared out so we don't have anything else cluttering up the screen. And then we'll hit second Y equals to go into stat plot. And we're going to go to plot 1. We're going to turn it on. And we want this first type. We want the scatter plot. Double check these. They should be set as list 1 and list 2. The list names are down here. It's the second of the number keys. So if they're not set correctly, you'd hit second 1 for list 1 and second 2 for list 2. The mark, that big square, is a good one to use typically. And then you can try hitting graph. Chances are you won't see a whole lot depending on what your window's set up as. A good place to start is to go to zoom. This number might be slightly different on other calculators, but on this calculator, zoom stat is number 9. So you can hit zoom stat, and you see that I've got fairly sinusoidal data. Hopefully yours is somewhat sinusoidal as well. The nice thing now is that you can type in a sine equation and graph it on top of it. We'll be doing everything in radian mode, so make sure you're in radian mode. And then as you looked at your data, you would be doing this all in more detail. So it looks like my middle is maybe at where would be maybe 6 or 7. My amplitude is 6 or 7, and so I would go here and I do 6 plus 7. Maybe I'll use a cosine. On my data, it looks like the period was somewhere around 60 or so, and so my B value would be 2 pi over 60. And then I would multiply that by the phase shift, and my phase shift, if I'm using a positive cosine, my phase shift looks like it's maybe 40 or so. Again, I'm doing this very quickly. You would be figuring this all out on a piece of paper, showing your work, and then entering your equation into here. What did I say, 40 or 50? And just double check. Hopefully this will work. And then I hit graph. And you can see, and this may happen to you, it may not if you've taken a little more care than I did. It looks okay, but the phase shift is definitely off. My period value might be off a little bit. And so this is what you should do also, even if it works really well, you should try to fix it a little bit. And so I'm definitely going to fix mine a little bit. I'm going to move the phase shift a little bit farther to the right, or sorry, a little bit farther to the left, and I'll try that. And so I would record what I'm trying and whether it worked better or worse. Okay, so that's definitely better on the phase shift. I would make my period a little bit bigger and go from there. Okay, so you want to try at least 3 or 4 equations, recording which one you did and why you made the changes that you did, and then which one you picked finally and as the best fit to your data.